week of the challenge. We finally get to rest and restore our body. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 different elements that I use to help me rest and restore. Some of these elements I use daily, and some of them I use more like once a week. But I feel they're all important to help my body stay strong, help my muscles recover, and help my brain stay sane. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope that you take full advantage of this week of rest and recovery. This may be perhaps the most important thing you can do for your body. Let's begin our rest and recovery journey with sleep. Sleep is one of the most important elements in our fitness, health, and wellness journey. And without proper sleep, you cannot achieve all of your other goals. First, let's explore why sleep is so important. So, a lack of sleep can lead to many different health issues. It can cause an increase in cardiovascular disease, hypertension, and could lead to an increase in heart attacks and strokes. It can lead to an increase in weight gain and obesity. If you are trying to lose or maintain your weight, it is very important that you log enough hours of sleep every night. It can lead to an increase in diabetes. Sleep is very important for our sugar regulation and can play a key role in preventing or controlling diabetes. A lack of sleep can cause many mental health issues. It has been linked to depression, anxiety, faulty brain functions, memory loss, and other psychiatric disorders. It helps with your immune system, and it can cause immune system deficiency if not getting enough sleep. It also has been shown to decrease fertility. Now let's explore ways to improve your sleep. First, try and keep your sleep schedule consistent throughout the week and weekend. You'll want to limit your food consumption before you go to bed. So going to bed with a full stomach affects the quality of your sleep. Your digestive system deserves a rest as well. Try and stop eating at least 3 hours before you go to bed, and try and consume lighter foods that are easier to digest in the evening. Limit your use of electronic devices before going to bed. Electronic backlit devices like cell phones, tablets, readers, and computers emit a short wavelength enriched light, also known as blue light. This blue light has been shown to reduce or delay the natural production of melatonin in the evening and decreases the feelings of sleepiness. Blue light can also reduce the amount of time you spend in slow wave and rapid eye movement REM sleep, 2 stages of the sleep cycle that are vital for cognitive functioning. Try and get some exercise during the day. Aside from tiring you out, regular exercise has been shown to improve your sleep cycles and help you sleep better at night. Get some fresh air. Being in natural light helps regulate your body's internal clock, which helps you sleep better. Socialize more. There has been some new research that has shown that your social relationships can play a factor in your ability to sleep. This may be tied to your stress level. Having a positive social relationship can decrease your stress, thus making it easier to sleep. Eat some fish or take an omega-3 supplement. New research has shown that people who regularly ate oily fish, such as tuna or mackerel, were able to get a better quality of sleep. Try some breathing exercises or a meditation practice. Deep breathing helps regulate the nervous system, reduces your stress levels, and promotes sleep. We're going to go into breathing and meditation a little further in this video. Change your sleep environment. Invest in a new mattress or a more supporting pillow. some cotton sheets, which may be the most beneficial to regulating your body temperature at night and keeping you comfortable and cool. Always try to keep your bedroom a work-free zone. Keep a journal or a notepad beside you to jot down any ideas or tasks that you think of while you're trying to fall asleep. We're also going to go into journaling a little bit further in this video. And take a warm bath or shower before bed. It has been found that taking a warm bath or shower before bed improves your ability to fall asleep faster and get a better quality of sleep. Now let's focus on other ways we can rest and restore our body. Here are my favorite 4 habits that I practice weekly and some daily to help my body rest, restore, and recover. One of my favorite ways to rest and restore my body is through heat therapy. My body really does not like the cold. So much so that I invested in my at-home own personal infrared sauna. I'm going to share with you some of the benefits of heat therapy and why I chose to make this investment in my life. First of all, heat therapy promotes relaxation and reduces stress. So exposure to a sauna's heat invokes a physiological response that helps regulate your hormones. And these can help regulate your stress response. It also helps to relieve pain. And this is the number one reason why I added this. Saunas may provide temporary relief from chronic pain conditions such as arthritis or fibromyalgia. Many of you don't know this, but I do suffer from fibromyalgia. And heat has been a lifesaver for me as far as managing this. So what it does is it increases your body's temperature, and this helps your muscles relax. It improves circulation, and it actually reduces pain sensations. Heat therapy also improves your heart. So a 2018 study in BMC Medicine found that the greater frequency and duration of sauna bathing has a strong inverse association with fatal cardiovascular disease events, such as heart attacks, in men and women. It improves respiratory function. So sauna therapy may promote respiratory health by humidifying the airways, promoting bronchodilation, so opening up your bronchial tubes, and reducing airway inflammation. It reduces inflammation and improves the immune system. So when our body is exposed to harmful stimuli such as pathogens or tissue damage, the immune system triggers inflammation, and this increases the white blood cell activity. However, stress, autoimmune disorders, and other factors can cause our immune system to be active when there's no actual threat. Another good reason for me to be using a sauna, many of you don't know this, but I also have Graves' disease, and I've had this for most of my life. This is where my body thinks my thyroid is a disease and it tries to kill it. Not so great. And interesting enough, the sauna may help regulate my immune system so that it knows what is a threat and what it should just leave alone. Here are some guidelines for using the sauna. First, always seek medical advice prior to using a sauna. Next, you're going to want to limit the amount of time you spend in the sauna. Start off with short durations. 10 minutes might be all that you start with. You're going to want to increase that to maybe 20 minutes for a traditional sauna. Infrared saunas, you can stay in a little bit longer, 20 to 45 minutes. This is because the heat in an infrared sauna isn't as hot as your traditional sauna. You're going to want to stay hydrated and limit your alcohol use. So you're going to want to drink plenty of fluids before, during, and after the sauna use to stay hydrated. And you're going to want to avoid the sauna if you're not feeling well. If you have a fever or you're recovering from an illness. Get better first, then get in the sauna. Saunas can put additional stress on your body, and using them when you're ill may worsen the condition or delay your recovery.
Cold therapy. I'm not a big fan of this one. As I said in the last segment, my body doesn't like the cold. This may be why I don't have a cold plunge tub in my house yet. However, you can use a shower or bathtub to get the same benefits of cold therapy. And there are quite a few benefits, so I will share them with you here. First, cold therapy can ease sore muscles. The cold water constricts your blood vessels, which slows down the blood flow and relieves some of the swellness and soreness you feel in your muscles. This is amazing after a strenuous workout, and it's probably the only time that I do enjoy cold therapy. It also can help with stress. Some studies are showing that shocking your body with cold water may actually lower your levels of cortisol, which is our stress hormone. Resilience. When you tackle something challenging like dunking yourself in ice water, you train your mind and body to take on hard things. This can build resilience in your life for other challenging things you may have to take on. Immune system boost. So there's some evidence that regular cold water plunges can help your immune system. This may be because the stress hormones in your body that are released when you do a cold plunge help to prepare it for your fight or sickness. Blood sugar regulation. Regular cold plunges may help your insulin sensitivity or your body's ability to lower your blood sugar. And mood boost. So this could be because when you first hit the water, your body reduces endorphins. And these are hormones that help ease stress and improve your mood. Some guidelines for cold therapy. First, always check with a medical professional before starting any cold therapy. Second, beginners should start with short plunges of 30 seconds to a minute. After a cold plunge, don't shock your system by heading straight into a hot environment. So don't go from the cold plunge to the sauna. You're going to want to gradually rewarm your body by first removing the wet clothes, wrapping yourself in a towel or a blanket, and maybe sipping on some warm fluids. Another great way of warming your body is to start moving it. So go and do that cardio workout. And the best cold plunge temperatures are typically fall between 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 59 degrees Fahrenheit. So you'll see ice often in your cold plunge tubs, but the water isn't at that 30 degrees, much higher than that. You want to cool your body off drastically. You don't want to freeze it. One of the most simple ways to rest and restore your body is with meditation. For meditation, all you need is a comfortable place to sit. However, many of us find meditation to be one of the hardest things to adapt into our routine. So I have some different ideas on how to make meditation part of your daily schedule. First, I highly recommend guided meditations. There are different meditation apps that you can install on your phone that will provide you with a daily guided meditation, such as Calm or Simple Habit. You can also find many guided meditations on YouTube. Another way to practice meditation is to focus and count your breathing. So a simple breathing exercise, you would be inhaling maybe for a count of 4 breaths, holding your breath for a count of 4 breaths, and then exhaling for a count of 4 breaths. This helps your mind stay focused on your breath, present in the moment, and by increasing the length of your breathing, you can help your body relax. Another way to practice meditation is to scan your body and focus on all of the areas of tightness or soreness in your body. So you could start at your feet. You would want to focus on your feet, maybe contract the muscles and then relax them, moving all the way up to your head. This will help you become more aware of your body and help all of the muscles in your body relax. Another idea is that you can focus on an object or an image. So a lot of times people will use candle gazing, where you're just looking at a candle and watching that flame flicker. You're giving that candle's flame your full attention, so you're very present in the moment. If you don't have a candle or you want to do this outside, you can grab a flower or a leaf and really look at it for the first time. Another way is to focus on a mantra or affirmation. This is when you're repeating something positive over and over in your head, like, I will be relaxed, I will be relaxed. This constant repetition of that positive mantra will help your body know where you're going, and perhaps you will be more relaxed. Nature. So I make it part of my weekly routine to get out and explore nature at least once a week, and that is my Sunday walk with Cooper. We do try and get into the woods, so we find hiking trails near us where we can be totally surrounded by nature. So if you don't have access to hiking trails, or you want to do this more frequently and going for walks in nature just isn't in your schedule, you don't have to go far. You just need to go where you can find a tree. So nature or forest bathing is the act of spending time in the forest. So you're going to want to spend time in the forest and use your 5 senses to take in your surroundings. So what you're going to do is you're going to first use your sight, look at the tree. Maybe look at a closer image of each individual leaf and notice things about it that you might not have noticed before. Second, smell. Really smell. Can you smell the different flowers that are in season, or smell that fresh and crispness in the air? Third, hearing. So we're going to want to listen to the different sounds outside. You may hear birds, you may hear leaves crumpling under your feet, but really pay attention to the things that you hear. Touch. First, know what you're touching, but then feel free to feel the plants, feel the floor, feel everything about nature. And fifth, taste. No, I'm not advocating you to go out and start eating the forest. But however, you can taste sometimes that freshness in your mouth just when you're breathing in that nice fresh air. Or sometimes I like to take something from nature with me on my walks that I can experience, such as maybe an apple or some nuts, something that comes directly from the earth that I can taste and experience that as well. Here is one of my favorite recovery techniques, and one that I do use daily. I spend about 10 minutes every morning on my vibration plate, and there are many benefits to vibration, and I will share with you some of the reasons why I use it. First of all, it helps improve balance. A 2017 study in older adults reported that participants who performed exercises while on a vibration plate tended to have better balance than those who did not use the vibration. Second, it increases circulation, probably one of the main reasons why I use it. So research shows that total vibration increases peripheral blood flow, meaning that the blood circulates and transports around the body instead of staying in the chest or abdomen. It reduces bone loss. A study of postmenopausal people using vibration plates reported improved bone mineral density compared to those who did not experience the vibration. And one of my number one reasons is it improves muscle recovery. The vibration encourages lymphatic drainage. So all of that lymph fluid that gets stored when strength training, flushes it through the body. It decreases post-workout soreness and reduces tension. And that's not all. There's even more benefits. Weight loss. There's promising research that shows that vibration plates can help you lose weight. A study found that vibration plates were better at lowering the visceral fat. So that's the fat around your internal organs, better than traditional exercise alone. Reduces your blood pressure. A small study of 38 young, overweight women with obesity found that 6 weeks of vibration training reduced their artery stiffness and improved their blood pressure. It improved lower back pain. So if you suffer from that low back pain, the vibration plate may also be your friend. By activating muscle fibers, improving muscle strength in your trunk and core, and relaxing your lower back muscles, it may help you reduce that pain. And better cognitive function, so it may help your brain think better. A 2023 review of 8 studies published in the Journal of Ames Neuroscience found that vibration plate training improves cognitive thinking skills, both in healthy people and those with dementia. Here are some guidelines for using your vibration plate. First, as with anything, talk to your healthcare provider before starting to use a vibration plate. Second, start off slow. So start with 5 to 10 minutes with the plate 2 to 3 times a week at a low level of intensity. You're going to want to build up that time, and then you can increase the level of intensity of the vibration. Make sure your vibration plate is placed on a flat and stable surface. And always keep a soft bend to your knees. Thanks for watching the video. Now it's up to you. You're going to want to choose one of the rest and recovery habits that I provided you with here in this video, or you can choose one of your own. You're going to want to add this to your daily schedule, and I'll go ahead and put it on your dashboard to complete your rest and recovery habit for the remainder of the week. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last week in our challenge. However, I do strongly encourage you to continue with many of these habits that we have developed here in this challenge. And if you want a more structured plan about going forward, definitely contact me and I can help you put one together. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can always click on my little head at the bottom of your screen.